So last night was the Grammys, and normally I don't really pay attention to the Grammys because really, who cares? But this year was kind of more interesting because Spirit Box had been nominated, and the Grammys, I think, have generally seemed to be a little out of touch with what is the current goings on in the metal scene. And Spirit Box are a very present, forward-thinking, brilliant sounding band in the metal scene. And they're up against the likes of Metallica and Disturbed and Ghost and Slipknot, right? Big heavy hitters, older folks, generally more veteran acts within the metal scene, which is fine, potentially, if the songs are great. Now, Metallica won. I've not heard Metallica's song. So initially I was kind of like, they're so out of touch and the rest, but I've actually not heard the song. So maybe it's good. Maybe it's great. I've listened this morning to the other songs that were nominated and didn't win. The Ghost song, which, like, I'm not super into Ghost. I think it's a little bit too old school of a sound. It's a little bit tame in a way. It's like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's not really metal in my books, but I can see why people think it is, right? There's metally lead guitar bits. And there was Disturbed. That song I thought was a bit of a banger. I liked that. I think the Bad Man concept was a little oversimplification of political humanity, but that's fine. And it was a little bit repetitive. And the Slipknot song, I liked a lot of parts of that. Actually, I thought it was pretty sweet. The chorus I thought was a little bit weak. Some of the harmonies in there were like, oh, I don't know. But it was fine. It was a Slipknot song. That was grand. Jaded by Spirit Box, I thought was a masterpiece. It's fantastic. So I want to have an open mind, genuinely, and listen to 72 Seasons by Metallica. It is very fucking impressive that they are still going as a band and writing, present music. So that's to be applauded. It's 8 minutes, 38 seconds long. It's a long song. I hadn't really planned on spending this amount of time with Metallica this morning, but they won. So let's see what the song is like and see if I agree or disagree. Not that it matters at all with whether they should have won the Grammys. All right, let's check this out. And go. We are building suspense. Bit of a Pulp Fiction vibe here. Tasty start. Okay, I like the surprises that happened so far. Not predictable, repeating the drum hits. Okay. Good headbanger of a riffage. Old school sound, but that's fine. It is Metallica. Okay, we are still going. Enjoying this. Both the rhythms were cool there. We're moving on to tom-toms on the drums. little trill down is very Iron Maiden-esque. Sort of falling away from the note. Got a bit of wah going. It's a decent chorus. I do like it. If I was driving down the highway, this would be cool. Variation of the melody there is nice. Go up a bit. It's a good vocal from him. It almost is like a slower tempo there. With an awkward transition. Okay, kind of return to the intro, motif-wise. Lars is just smashing through them open hi-hats. Interesting double vocal there. It's like not quite a harmony. Extra gruffness. I'm not sure parts of the solo really fit in this song. It feels like it's been ripped from a different song that it belongs to. Okay, there we matched a bit. Minutes to go. Something odd about that transition. Like it lags a little. Okay. Metallica. There's another 20 odd seconds. Okay. So there's some things there. I enjoyed parts of that quite a bit. I thought it was great. You know, it's got that sort of, in fairness, it's a very old school sound, which is fine. However, there's not really any innovation in there at all. Like, it's the same stuff that they've been doing for however many, 30, 40 years, how long they've been going. So that's a bit of a shame, but like there's some great riffage in there. There's some, lovely vibes created. I enjoyed the chorus and I could see myself enjoying that. If it comes on at a rock bar, you're like, yeah, cool. It doesn't need to be 8 minutes and 38 seconds long. It does not. But that's not to say that you can't have long songs in the kind of metal world. Of course you can. But I think it's effective to have long songs if you're going to develop the themes that you're putting into the song. But it was very much just kind of repeating the same sections they were doing earlier in the song again, which has the effect of making it feel a little bit boring rather than, yes, I'm excited for another couple of minutes of this because they're going to do some new things with it. So that was a bit disappointing. I liked the juxtaposition of the like fast kind of 30-second notes here and there, and the 16th notes that were going on through that with the slower punches rhythmically over the top. I thought that went well. The guitar solo at times I thought was great, technically pretty decent, but like didn't feel like it fit the song at all. There were moments where it did, but moments where it's like this feels like a different song entirely. It does feel like they found a collection of riffs they enjoyed and put some vocals over the top and just repeated them for 8.5 minutes. And that's fine. It's fine, but it's not great. I think it could have been tighter. It could have been punchier. It could have been, more in there because there's meat on those bones. And I fucking loved the vocal delivery in the chorus. I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed parts of that. And I respect the fact that they're still going. But man, they'd be great if they were in some way adapting their sound a little bit, just a little bit with the innovation that's going on in the music scene, Play around with some synths, see what happens. I don't know. So that, it was fine, but it's quite an old school, quite a dated sound at this stage. And I mean, quickly before I get into whether you can probably already tell whether I think they should have won or not. I'd rate that song as solid. I think that's a good song. I think it is longer than it needs to be. I think they could have developed the themes a little bit more, and the guitar solo is a bit out of sync with it in my view. But I think it's more than halfway decent because there's some great moments in there, and I did like it. It's got a bit of an old school banger vibe to it, which I don't hate. I thought it was right, man. That's a solid song. Low end of solid, but a solid song in my view. And if we think about the Grammys, it's sort of, well, I guess it depends on what the Grammys are for. What is the best metal performance category for? Is it essentially like a lifetime achievement award for bands that are in the metal scene? In which case, sure. It's great to celebrate Metallica coming in with a single in 2023. Well done. Still riffing, cool. Still barking some good, fun vocals. Great. If it's celebrating what was the best metal song in 2023, this ain't it. This is definitely not it. Go and listen. If you've not heard the Spirit Box Jaded song, it is so dynamically interesting, and it's punchy, and it's tight, and it's layered, and it develops in interesting ways. And it's got scream vocals, which in a way that is prevalent in the current metal scene in a great new way. And the Grammys, I would have thought, maybe, wouldn't it be great if they reflected what's happening right now and what people are actually interested in and caring about in the metal scene? But maybe that's not possible. Maybe that's just not what they do. It might be that the folks who are really present of the moment working away in the metal scene are not joining the committees in the Grammys, because who cares, to actually vote on who would be the best metal act, right? So it's probably just a case of it's a different demographic who's interested in being part of the Grammy committees to vote on who wins than the people who are actually paying attention to metal, modern metal that's happening right now in the world. That's probably as simple as what it is. It's actually incredible that Spiritbox got nominated at all, given that assumption that I'm making about, the Grammy nomination folks. So yeah, 72 Seasons, you know what? It was a decent song. But man, Jaded by Spiritbox is, in my view, leagues beyond it. And to be honest, I thought Disturbed's song was also better. And Slipknot's certainly more modern than what Metallica are doing. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'm expecting there's going to be Metallica fans that come to this video and be like, fuck you. Even though I respect them and I enjoyed that song, I just think metal has moved on a bit from this. And I think for the better. And I think, it's no bad thing to move with the times and try and experience some new sounds, right? Why do the same thing again and again and again? That's not what interests me, but everyone's different. If you found a particular sound in your life in high school, for example, and you just want to live in that world, for me, it was pop punk. I could have lived in pop punk forever, but I didn't. My music taste has changed. I've kind of, kept in touch with what music's doing, and I'm really fucking enjoying the heavy metal music that's coming out. So I'm leaning into that. And I think it's a far more interesting way to live, but hey, that's my opinion. What's yours? Let me know. By the way, if you enjoyed this and you want to see more videos from me in future, you can subscribe. Also, if you want to chat to me about this song or the Grammys, I don't want to have a flame war, but you can join the Discord and chat to me about music if you so desire. Also, there's a Patreon link so you can support the channel if you like, just like these legends below you. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you in another video.